Hello puppetry enthusiasts! Welcome to the Puppetarians YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn how to move puppet hand rods. We are making this video because a lot of you commented on our puppet making videos that if a puppeteer's one hand is busy with the puppet mouth, then there is just one hand left to manipulate both the rods and how it is possible. So today we are going to see exactly that step by step. But first thing first, click on this card here. It's a playlist that shows you how you can make your glorified sock puppet complete with arms and arm rods. So go watch first two videos out of this playlist and make your puppet with the puppet arms and hand rods. The first video and the second video. Then come back to this video to learn step by step how we are going to hold the rods and work them to make the puppet do specific actions. Okay, so I'm assuming that you have your puppet with arm rods ready. So let's get started. Point 1. How to hold the puppet rods. Always hold the puppet rods from the end. Never from the center or from up above like this. No, this will hinder the puppet's movement and the hands won't be agile that much. So you will hold them from the end like this. Why holding from the end also helps is if you are performing with a masking and you don't want to see the puppeteer, holding the rods from the end will always help you keep your puppeteer hand out of the frame. If you hold from above like this or from the center, then the puppeteer hands might show if you want to do certain action where you want to bring your hand up and scratch the head or something. So then the puppeteer's hand will show. We don't want to do that. So always hold the rods from the end. Now exactly how to hold the rods, watch this. So first of all, wrap your fingers around them like that. And then just use your index finger to guide one rod and your thumb to guide the other rod. So now the position becomes like this. So basically, whenever you're going to move the right rod, you're going to use your index finger. Whenever you're going to move the left rod, you're going to move your thumb. You're going to let your thumb guide that rod, right? So this is the way I usually hold my rods. And if at all I want the puppet to open the arms, I'm just going to slide my thumb and index finger in and going to spread the arms like this. Just push both the rods out. When I want to gather them back, I'm going to take my index finger and thumb on the outside of the rods and going to push them back. I'll do it again for you to see. Push out, gather back in. Push out, gather back in. Point number 2, practice with one hand first. So to make it easy and for you to be comfortable with hand movements, you can also try and just rehearse with one hand, the puppet hand that's closest to you. So I'm a right-handed puppeteer. Puppet's left hand is the one that's closest to me. So you can just let the other arm hang loose and try and work with one arm rod first, so that you can do specific actions with one hand. Or you can also pin the puppet hand to the puppet's body. Maybe a small safety pin will help here. So you can just pin the hand here and let one arm do the job. So maybe once you are really confident using one hand, then maybe you can graduate to doing both the rods together. Point number 3, puppet hand's default position. So whenever the puppet is simply standing, not saying or doing anything much, then you can just keep the puppet hands neutral in a default position like this. To do this, what I'm doing is I'm putting both the hands together. With the help of my index finger and thumb, I'm going to push the arm rods close to the puppet's body so that the hands are just kept there and the puppet can move and look around and stuff. But the hands are neutral. Why I'm saying this is, when we are starting to perform, a lot of the times we have this habit of keeping the hands up in the air like this, meaninglessly. It doesn't mean anything when the puppet is not doing anything, or even if the puppet is talking, if you keep the puppet hands up all the time, it's going to look weird after a while. Why the puppet is holding his hands up? So just keep the puppet hands neutral like this. Or maybe you can keep it to the side like this, right? Or neutral. So again, guiding finger and thumb together and pushing the arm rods close to the puppet's body. Neutral position. Then when you need to move the puppet hands, then you can move them and do specific actions and then come back again to the neutral position. If you're working with a puppet theater or a setup where you need to hide, the puppeteer needs to hide. So then what you can do is just keep the arm rods below, as low as possible. Keep the arm rods down. When you need to do an action, the arm rod will come up, you'll do the action, then come back to the neutral position. Don't show the arm rods too much. When you don't see the arm rods too much, the illusion is great and the puppet looks more real. Point 4. Different hand actions. Now let's see how we can do different actions using these arm rods. So let us start with opening the hands and closing them back. Remember the guiding finger and the thumb. I'm going to push out both the arms and I'm going to use my thumb and finger to spread the arm rods. Hands open. Oh, let's give us a hug. And if you want to close it back, the guiding finger will go out, the thumb will go out. You will push the arm rods back together, neutral. Remember, this will take practice, so keep at it and be kind to yourself while practicing. Again, opening the arm rods like that, pushing out, and then closing the arm rods. Notice my fingers and thumb like that. Now, one of the important things to notice here is there are many actions that you may want to do with just one hand. Then you can keep your index finger, maybe this arm, stationary here, push it down and use just the thumb to do that action. So maybe pointing, yeah, or thinking, and then bring it back with the thumb. Sometimes you may want to do one action with one arm, leaving the other arm rod. So you can do a I, you can think, scratch, sneeze, achoo, in the elbow, and many different kind of actions. There, come here, you there, come here, yeah. So many different kind of actions you can do with one arm rod, and then once you're done with that action, just gather the other arm rod and come back to the neutral position again. Now this may take some time and you will need to practice this a lot, leaving one arm rod and then gathering it up back again. Leaving and then gathering it up back again. In the beginning, the audience, your viewers may notice that you are leaving an arm rod, then you are fidgeting, fumbling to get it back again, and that will take time. But with practice, I'm sure that you'll be able to leave one hand and then do your action and then come back easily, gathering the other arm rod without the audience noticing that you're fidgeting for it. So this will come with practice again, but this is an important technique to know, that leaving the arm rods and gathering back again, coming back to your neutral, this you can practice and definitely achieve. You can also do a namaste using both the arm rods and maybe clap as well. So to do the claps, what I'm doing is I've put my index finger in between these two rods and I'm just using my thumb to do the clap action, moving just one rod, right? And you can dance with both the hands. Point 5. Hand assistant. If you have another puppeteer, a family member, a friend who can help you with the hand rods, you can take their help too, depending on what you need to perform. If there is a script that has specific, big, too many actions, then you can take their help. The assistant puppeteer can hold both the rods for you. And they can do namaste, they can clap, they can do Shah Rukh Khan pose, yay! or maybe stand like this and do different kind of actions for you. But sometimes you can do one hand yourself and the other puppeteer can just do the other hand. This is when you are starting and you want to focus on the puppet body and the lip sync and everything. So just do one hand, let them do the other hand. Again, you can do a lot of actions with both the hands. Shah Rukh Khan again, yay! Or maybe a high, you can do a kimbo, and yeah, all of that. But you need to be in sync and rehearse first, all right? Whatever the script says, both of you need to know. Nobody should think that, there are two people beneath the puppet. One puppet, one puppeteer. It should seem like that. Point 6. Minimal movement. Always try to use your hand gestures minimally. Using the hands a lot and too much will distract from your puppet character, from what you are saying. So try and use the puppet hands only when you want to emphasize a point and want to make something clear, something specific, and want to make something stand out. Using the hands too much all the time starts to lose its meaning. The lines start to lose its meaning, the actions start to lose its meaning. So don't do the hands too much. Try and use them sparingly to establish an emotion. Very specific gestures, right? So then use your hand and then come back to the natural, neutral, default position of the puppet hands. Don't do it too much, otherwise the puppet will start to look crazy. If your puppet is a little crazy and uses the hand a lot, well, then that's a part of the character that you're building. But try and practice with minimal hand gestures. That'll be easy for you to practice as well, and it's generally a good practice in my opinion. Point number 7, practice, practice, practice. Practice a lot, because the hand movement, the use of the rods need a lot of practice. But don't be too hard on yourself. Once you have achieved the puppet position, that the puppet is standing straight, once you've achieved the lip sync and the puppet eye focus, then comes the hand rods. So first try and work on the body. First of all, the puppet body is straight, your lip sync is right, your eye focus is correct. Hopefully we are going to make videos on those too for you. Then come to the hands. Otherwise, you keep your puppet hands neutral and try and work on your voice, on your character, on the lip sync, on the focus, on the puppet body first. And as I said, be kind to yourself while practicing. Try and have fun. Try and explore what all actions you can do with the puppet hands, with one hand, with both the hands, how you can fold the puppet hands, how you can make him stand akimbo. Try and challenge yourself as well. So hopefully that will encourage you to practice more. I'm hoping that this video tutorial helped you a little bit in your puppetry techniques. Comment below and let me know what you found useful, and if you have any questions. Please support us by subscribing to the channel, and also watch our videos on this channel, especially Tara Appa videos and the videos that have hand rod puppets in them, and observe how we are moving their hands to emote different lines and songs and dialogues, etc. Hopefully that will be helpful too. It always helps to watch other puppeteers videos. So bye for now. Hopefully I'll be meeting you again with new puppetry techniques. Till then, bye for now. Let's play puppets.